All right, so the Zamboni is still cutting the ice. The game's supposed to start at 1:50. I think it's going to start close to that. They'll probably do the warm-up more likely at 1:50. But here we are on the Prince William Ice Center, our home ice. We're playing the Richmond Generals today. This is a CBHL League game for us. We've played this team once earlier in the season and lost in a very close game down in Richmond. Time for a little payback here, our home ice. And I assume Richmond will be wearing their dark blue jerseys and we'll be wearing our white jerseys, but I'll call that once I see the team's approach to take the ice. Well, we got a few more minutes before this gets started. The Zamboni's not even done yet, and I don't see any referees yet. So thanks for tuning in. We got a few more minutes before the game starts. Well, the Zamboni is done, and we got one referee. That's a good sign. Hopefully we got two. And Patriots are wearing white. They're at the edge of the ice, getting ready to go out there. And we got second referee. Just waiting for Richmond to emerge from the locker room. I think this game is going to, well, the warm-up's going to start on time. It's 1:50 right now. So I am using a Christmas gift. I got a new iPhone, so if this looks weird or doesn't look like what you're used to seeing, that's because I got a new phone. So hopefully everything looks good. If it's not, holler at my wife Chantal Velasco, and she can come holler at me and I can fix it, or try to fix it. If it's fine, don't say anything. I had a wide-angle lens on my older iPhone that gave it like a 120-degree panoramic view of the ice. It doesn't fit on this new phone, so I'm just going with the standard iPhone camera here. Hopefully it looks good. All right, the Richmond team has emerged from the locker room. They're getting ready to go out there and take the ice. They're wearing their blue jerseys. Okay, referees are signaling for the boys to take the ice to start the warm-up.
Will played really well in that second game.
Yeah, I watched the live stream. He was on fire. He wanted that game.
And it was all aspects. He had a nice hit. He was back checking. He was forward checking. He was shooting. He was stealing. He was everything. Really good game.
Down a couple skaters here. I see two of our players dressed up, but they're not wearing their hockey clothes. They're just wearing their helmets and uniforms on the bench. Sean's one of them. I think he has an injury he's recovering from. Not sure who the other one is, though. I can figure it out by process of elimination. Could be Braden. I think it is Braden. All right, well, that'll make it interesting. We're down a couple skaters. Avery, is your brother injured? All right, confirmed from his sister. That's Braden on the bench over there. That sounds like a hamstring injury for Braden. I think Sean had a back injury. This late in the season, injuries are part of the sport. Surprising we don't have more injuries, frankly, because these kids are crashing into each other at high rates of speed. All right, that horns the end of the warm-up to collect up the pucks, and we'll get a starting line for you. We're going to be defending the left side of the screen wearing white. Richmond defending the right side of the screen wearing blue. Home game for us here at the Prince William Ice Center on the NHL ice. We had a couple games up in Philadelphia yesterday. We split with the Snyder Youth. Walked away with a win before the long ride home, though. That's always good. Makes that 3-hour drive home a little more pleasant when you won your last game. That's a different league, though. This is the CBHL league. And this is the teams that are around the DMV area. Richmond's a little bit further away. Hampton's even a little bit further away. They're also in this league. Well, most of the rest of the teams are in District, Maryland, Virginia area. Okay, they break from the huddle around the net. And the referee's talking to somebody about an equipment thing there. I guess a puck. We'll get you the starting line once they get out there. It looks like Alex is going to be in net, maybe. I don't know. Drew he's dressed, but he's on the bench. So I think it's going to be Alex in net. Alex played yesterday in our second game of the day. Drew had the first game of the day. There's probably some strategy involved there. Okay, here comes the starting line. It's Tyler, Riot, Brody. Back on defense is William and Dylan, and Alex is in net. They don't have the time on the clock yet, and they dropped the puck. And I don't even know who won that draw. There's no time on the clock. Williams got the puck, shoots! Knocked away by the goalie, goes into the corner, picked up by Tyler. Tyler's got a couple of Richmond players back checking him and battling for the puck. Richmond comes down, they have a whistle. And the referees just figured out that the clock is not set nor running, and now they whistle it. They're going to try to fix that. So they're going to take some time off. It's 17-minute periods in this CBHL format. We have 3 periods to play. 2 minutes for minor penalties, although we haven't had a penalty yet. If one gets assessed, the minor penalty is 2 minutes in the box. Referee's got that sorted out. They tracked 11 seconds off the clock, so 16:49 to go first period. And Brody's taking a face-off. Riot's in the slot. Tyler's back, won the draw, back to William. William got poke checked away, though, by Richmond, and here comes Richmond. Dylan's back to try to slow him down. He's got a trailer. Missed that pass to the trailer, though. Picked up by Richmond. They brought it back out to the blue line. Banging on it, though, is Tyler, and it goes offside. Clock stops at 16:34 first period. I assume this is going to be a neutral zone blue line face-off for the offsides there. And we made some changes. Dylan and Williams stay out there, but it's Gavin, Zachary, and Morgan. Patriots won the draw, and we flung it into their zone, and now it's a foot race. Zachary's chasing after on a forecheck. Richmond player's got it, puts the brakes on to get away from Zachary, and now sends it around the boards. The other Williams steps up to hold the zone and does. Chips it into Gavin, who puts it on net, but taken away by a defender. And now William goes in deep to shovel it deeper into the corner, and now picked up by Richmond. They shovel it around to the near side corner. Gavin dives in there to do something with and gets a stick on it, but getting some pressure from Richmond. Now over to Zachary on the backhand. Sends it out to William. Takes a one-time and missed the net to the left. Picked up by... Goes in front of the net. Oh, boy. Morgan tried to take a shot at it, but Richmond pulled it away from him. And now bodies crashing into each other in the corner, and the puck pops out to Gavin. He's going to get hit, though, and goes down. No call. Picked up by... Puck goes flying in the air out to the blue line. Handled by Dylan, who sends it back in. Over to Morgan on the backhand. Rebound given. Comes into the near side. Morgan goes to the bench for a change. Zachary and Richmond battling to control the puck. Here comes Richmond to break out. They got a stretch pass there, but Nathan came off the bench and took it away. He's all by himself as we are changing. He just shovels it in. It goes in loose behind the net. Hits something weird off the board. Picked up by Richmond. They ricocheted out of the zone. And now Richmond picked it up. Brody's giving chase. Jack's out there on the fence in his face. And they throw it around the boards to the far corner. Richmond shovels it over the near side. Chasing after it's Brody. He's going to get there, but he's got a forechecker on him. Forechecker got a stick on that. Knocked it away. It goes down behind the net. Picked up by Nathan, but he got smeared off the puck by Richmond. Richmond tried to send it out, and they do. They take a shot. Redirected into the corner. And now picked up by Richmond. They send it out to the point. He handles the puck there. Takes a shot. It missed the net to the right. Now picked up by Jack on a backhand. He's going to send it ahead and out to the blue line. Handled by Richmond. They lost the zone. Tyler trying to get it out of there. Over to Brody. And now Brody over to Riot. Riot shovels it in, and they're going to go for a change. So Richmond's got control of the puck. We're changing. Jack and Nathan stay out there on defense. Change complete. It's Morgan, Gavin, and Zachary who pawed that puck out of the air with his hand. Now he's bringing it across neutral ice. Throws it in and got in some traffic there and knocked out of the zone by Richmond. Richmond bringing it through neutral ice. They dump it in. Loose puck now into the corner. Richmond's going to get there first, but he's got Jack all over him. It goes over to the other side and out to the... They take a shot from there. Intercepted, though, by Jack's got it. Jack's going to skate up towards the blue line. Pushes it out of the zone. Got a couple of Richmond players pushed him and now picked up by Jack. He shovels it in. Big collision in neutral ice. No call. Picked up by Richmond. Richmond player went down, lost his edge. Found another Richmond player on the near side. Takes a shot. Rebound given by Alex. Knocked it over to the other board. And Richmond sends it out to the blue line. Handled there by Richmond. They take a shot from the top of the circle. And Alex doesn't hold on to it. It goes in the net, but the whistle stopped it. So no goal. 13:43 to go. I think Alex had it, and then he snapped his arms down when they blew the whistle, and it came flying out and went into the net. No goal, though. Okay, Brody taking the draw. Richmond wins it. Tyler's out there now with Riot. Takes a shot, got redirected, missed the net. Comes over to the near side. Riot's there, and he's going to send it back to Chris, who came off the bench. Chris and Dylan are out there on defense right now. Chris is battling with Brody in the corner against some Richmond players for control of the puck. Puck pops out of there. Brody's got it. He's going to skate to the slot. Sends it off a ricochet pass and hits something weird on the boards and goes all the way down. We're changing. This is going to be icing. Coming all the way back. 13-14. The clock's still running. And they haven't stopped the clock for the icing. 13:09. It finally comes to a stop. And we made some more changes. Gavin, Zachary, and Morgan's out there. Chris and Dylan on defense. Zachary taking the face-off. Patriots win the draw. Dylan's got it. Sends it ahead for Gavin. Morgan. Morgan's got Gavin. He's got to stay on side here. He does. Takes a shot, but it missed the net to the right. Got redirected off the net by a Richmond defender's stick. And they send it all the way down. This is going to be icing. Icing's the call. They're going to come all the way back. That clock is stopped at 12:52 first period. No score on the board, but an offensive faceoff coming for the Patriots on the icing call. And we're going to make one more change. It is Nathan and William on defense. Zachary taking the faceoff. Gavin's in the slot. Morgan's against the glass. Patriots win the draw, but Nathan had to get rid of it quick. He had a Richmond player in his face there. And now Richmond's got control of it on the near side boards. They send it up. It got touched up by William. We got enough of it to slow it down. Now chipped in by Zachary, but right to Richmond. And now Richmond collects the puck. Poked at by William, though. And now the puck comes in our zone. Richmond had to stay on side there. Now Nathan couldn't do much with it. Send it around over to Zachary. Zachary's got it. And now Richmond takes a shot. Loose puck knocked away by an active stick by Alex. Bouncing puck out to the blue line and out of the zone. Gavin's on a full head of steam trying to catch up to it. And Richmond sent him offside, though. Nathan's got to get back on side. And we do. Now he shovels in. We're going for a change. Richmond kicked that with their skate. Now Tyler's got it, but he's got three Richmond players all over him. And they take the puck away, but now pressuring the puck is Brody. And comes out to the blue line. Couldn't stay in the zone, though. And now here comes Richmond going the other way. They dump it in. Puck comes rattling around the boards. Picked up by Jack. Williams got it. Dropped it to the ice. Now Jack tried to send it out, but couldn't. Back to William. William hammers it off. It's going to be icing unless it goes on net. And I'm getting a warning that my stream might be clogged up right now. I apologize for that. I'll have a full upload of the game afterward. Richmond sends it around the boards, goes to the other side. Picked up there by Riot. Takes a shot, knocked away by the defense. Comes over the near side. Collected by Richmond. They whiffed on a pass, and now picked up by Jack. Now bouncing around right at center ice. Settled now by Riot. Riot dumps it in. Took a weird hop off the board, picked up by Richmond. Tyler's there pressuring the puck. Comes around to the near side blue line. Jack stepping up to hold the zone, but Richmond got it past him. And now they threw it off of Morgan and took it off the face there. And now the puck's here right at and iced by the Patriots, so that'll result in an icing. Clock stops at 10:59 to go, first period. No score on the board. Well, unfortunately, I think my link is broken. It's not working right now. Maybe it is. I don't know. Okay, Zachary. Patriots on the draw. Nathan sends it around the board. Goes to the other side. Gavin's there battling to control the puck. Now controlled by Dylan. Dylan sends it. It hits a Richmond player's skates and now settled by Richmond. They fling it into the corner. And now they collect the puck. They send it into the circle. Takes a shot. Alex holds onto it. No rebound given, and that'll stop the clock. 10:41 to go. First period continues. No score on the board. But a defensive faceoff coming here for the Patriots. Richmond's making a change. Gavin, Nathan, Morgan, Zachary, and Dylan out there. Everybody's in the slot except Zachary, who's taking the draw, and Dylan straight back from here. Patriots win the draw. Dylan sends it out to the point, handled there by Richmond. They shoot. Got redirected high. Stays in play, though. Nathan's going to step up and got a stick on it, but Richmond's holding it in. And now got past Nathan, but now we got a penalty coming. I think it's going to be on Nathan. Nathan got tied up by Richmond and retaliated, and the referee didn't like that, so he's going to go to the penalty box. I'm not sure what the penalty is going to be. Roughing on Nathan. That'll be a 2-minute minor penalty. 10:24 to go, first period. We're going to be in a penalty kill for 2 minutes. Making some changes. And to kill this, looks like Riot, Tyler, Jack, and William. Riot going to take the face off. Tyler and Jack are in the slot. 2-minute minor penalty for roughing. Takes a shot, missed the net to the right, goes over to the far corner. Richmond's there to collect it. They're in a power play. And they have it at the point. Now top of the circle, he takes a shot. Got redirected, missed the net to the left. Big hit there by Riot. Now out to the other circle. Player lost his edge, and he just sends it back on behind the net. Richmond controls the puck in the near side circle. And now they bring it to the top of the circle. And out to the high slot on a pass. Takes a shot, missed the net on a redirect. Picked up by William. He fires it up and out of the zone, and now Richmond's got to go collect it and get regrouped. Pressuring the puck is Riot. We're changing. Here comes Richmond trying to charge in the zone. They do. They're onside. Lost the puck, though. In the slot. Puck pops out to the other side. Takes a shot. Oh, and they scored. Alex couldn't hold on to it. It got behind him, and then the Richmond player helped it in. Power play goal for Richmond. 9:38 to go, first period. Richmond takes a 1-0 lead. We got Tyler, Brody, Riot. Back on the fence is Dylan and Chris. Brody taking a face-off. Tyler's on the far side. Riot's on the near side. Patriots on the draw. Tyler sends it to Chris. Chris shovels it ahead for Riot. Riot had a paw at it, but enters the zone. Sent it to the high slot, but there was a Richmond player there. He sends it out and poked at and got past Dylan. Shovels it around to the near side. Going to get picked up by Chris. Chris immediately sends it back to the other corner, but Richmond's there to collect it. Out to their point. They hold the puck there. They shoot. It's the net to the right. Coming over the near side. Picked up by Richmond. They dump it in, and they collect the puck behind the net. They skate over, send it out to the blue line. In the high slot, he takes a shot. Redirected, missed the net. Comes over the near side. Picked up by Riot. Lost the puck there, and now sends it off the glass. Handled by Richmond, who somehow holds it in the zone. Now to the high slot. Takes a shot. Redirected, blocked away by Alex. Richmond collects the puck. Sends it out to the point. Handled there. Misses the net. Goes over to the other side. Tyler's over there, but Richmond's going to come in and throw it in deep. Handled by Richmond behind the net. They send it out. It's going to leave the zone, I think. No, Richmond hustles and gets to it. Sends it around the net. Picked up by another Richmond player. And now they skate over to the other corner. Dylan's over there to pressure the puck. Out to the point. Skates into the high slot. Sends it over to the near side circle. Takes a shot. Redirected, blocked away by Alex. Now behind the net. And now stuck in the netting, and we get a whistle. 8:22 to go, first period. Stoppage of play. Richmond has a 1-goal lead, 1-0. Both teams are making a full change. We have Morgan, Zachary, Gavin. Back in defense is Jack and Nathan. Zachary taking face up. Everybody's in the slot except Nathan. Richmond wins the draw. Has it in the... Takes a shot. It hits another Richmond player. And now poked out to the high slot. Gavin battling for control of the puck. Gets it out of the zone. Morgan's got it. Puts the brakes on. Sends it. Missed that pass to Nathan, though. Now Zachary battling with the Richmond player for control of the puck. Send it back to Nathan. Got some pressure from Richmond. And now Zachary sends it over to Morgan. Morgan couldn't handle the pass. Shovels it ahead to Richmond. Richmond's got it. Here they charge into the offensive zone. Now taken away in the slot by Nathan. Nathan airmails it out of the zone. It's going to be icing. Gavin's got a full head of steam on, but not enough to get there in time, and that'll stop the clock. 7:47 to go, first period. Icing's the call. We're going to change again. Brody, Tyler, and Riot are out there. Nathan and Jack stay on the ice. Brody taking the face-off. Nathan straight back. Everybody else is in the slot. Richmond wins the draw. Immediately takes a shot. Alex holds on to it, and that'll stop the clock. 7:43 to go, first period. Another defensive face-off coming. That line stays out there for another drop. And Richmond wins the draw. They bring it out to the blue line, over to the other top of the circle. He takes a shot, got redirected immediately into the near side corner. Riot approached the puck, and now Jack got a stick on it, but held in by Richmond. Bouncing puck against the boards, and now clears the zone. Richmond's got to get regrouped. Pressuring the puck, that was Jack. And now Richmond's playing catch at their blue line. They send it across ice. They're onside, and now they have it on the near side circle. Got on a backhand, though, and keeps control of the puck. They're getting some pressure, though, from Jack, who squeezes him off the puck. Puck pops out behind the net, and now chasing after it picked up by Brody. Brody sends it ahead for Riot. Riot crosses the red line, dumps it in. It's a foot race. Here comes Tyler on a forecheck. We're changing, but Tyler's going to stay out and keep a forecheck on. Gets a hold of it, lost it in traffic though. Stepping up is William. He holds his zone. Big collision right at the blue line, and players are still changing. Tyler's coming off now. Here comes Richmond up the near side board and enters neutral ice and now into the offensive zone. Goes on net, knocked away by Alex. Now picked up by Dylan, who shovels it ahead, but right to Richmond. Richmond ricochets it off of Dylan, and now loose puck behind that. Picked up by, I think it's Zachary. Over to Morgan. Morgan's got some speed on. Getting joined by Gavin. Gavin goes to the net. Morgan puts the brakes on. Tried to center it, but knocked away by Richmond. Zachary sends it to the high slot. Handled there by Dylan, who sets up, takes a shot, hits the player, takes another shot, just missed the net to the right. Now picked up by Zachary in the near side corner. Sends it, holds onto it, but taken away by Richmond. And now into the slot. Richmond shovels it, but it hits Gavin's skate and ricochets right back to a Richmond player who dumps it in and misses the net. Goes into behind that in the corner. Shoveled around behind by Richmond. Picked up by Dylan, who puts the brakes on. Sends that, missed that pass to William though. Now takes a shot. Ricochet comes over to the near side. Picked up by Richmond on the near side board. They just shovel it in. Loose puck behind the net. Picked up, left down there. William kicks it to himself. He's going to go dig it off the board. Got smeared though as he did and left the puck there. Here comes Richmond. Takes a shot. Missed the net on a redirect. Comes over to the near side. Morgan's there and he airmails it up and not out though. And now Richmond does that to themselves, and now they got to get back on side and get regrouped. Gavin's on a forecheck. Richmond found a player right at center ice, and they found another player, and now they're going to cross the red line. And they're on side. They bring it to the near side circle. It takes a wrist shot, covered by Alex, and that'll stop the clock. 5:19 to go, first period. Richmond has a 1-goal lead. The score is 1-0. Both teams are changing. It was a long shift. Tyler, Brody, Riot. Back on defense is Jack and Chris. Brody taking the face-off. Chris goes to the boards. Everybody else is in the slot. Richmond wins the draw. They send it out to the other point, and Richmond had to go fetch it, but they did, and they dump it around. And loose puck behind the net, picked up by Chris. Chris has got on the back end. We got a whistle coming. The pipes came off for the net, so they're going to reset. I think it's going to stay in the zone for this drop. 5:08 says the first period clock on the whistle. No, they're saying Richmond did that, so it's coming out of the zone. Brody taking the face-off. Riot next to the glass. Tyler, Jack, and Chris. Richmond wins the draw and immediately dumps it in. Loose puck now behind the net. Picked up by Jack. Jack's got on the backhand. Got some pressure though from Richmond and left it in the corner. Now Jack's got it again. Pushes it to the near side corner. Chasing after it. Richmond's going to get there first, but Brody's all over him. Jack hammers it up, but it doesn't leave the corner. And now it bounces out. Tyler tried to put it to me. Riot tried to put a stick on it, and now it broke the zone. Richmond's got him, and they're trying to regroup. And they fling it back. It hit one of the Richmond players, and now he's got it. He's going to drive into the zone. He got offside, I think. Offside's the call. 4:36 to go, first period. Both teams are changing lines. Riot, Zachary. I'm sorry, it's Morgan, Zachary, and Gavin. Back on the fence is still Chris and Jack. And Richmond won the draw, and they immediately threw it in deep. Picked up by Jack, who's got a Richmond forechecker on his tail. And he pushed it away from him, now brings it behind the net. Sends it over the near side corner, but there's nobody there. Richmond collects the puck. They fire it behind the net. There's another Richmond player there waiting for it. And they collect the puck, and taken away by Chris. Chris sends it ahead for Morgan. Morgan's going to skate out of the zone. And sends it ahead to himself, but taken away by Richmond. Richmond sends it across ice to another Richmond player in neutral ice. And they dump it in. Puck goes in loose. Zachary's going to get there first. And got a Richmond forechecker on his tail, though. Puts the brakes on to get away from him. He's got another Richmond forechecker. And leaves it for Chris. Chris sends it ahead right to the point. Handled there by Richmond. Richmond made a move now. Dives into the circle. And got poke checked away, though. And now picked up by Morgan. Morgan's going to skate with it. Brings it out to the high slot. Breaks the zone. Sends it ahead for Gavin, who had to reach back for it, but kept it in the offensive zone. Morgan now brings us back out of the zone. And we got to get reset. We made some changes there. Morgan sends it up but intercepted by Richmond. Richmond's onside. They have it in the far corner. And big hit by the two Patriots there. And now the puck leaves. Held in by Richmond. Richmond brings it into the slot. Poke checked away, though, by Dylan, who just came off the bench. Richmond holds his own. Whiffs on the pass, though, and then lost the zone. knocked out of there by Morgan, who goes to the bench for a change. The rest of the team's changing too. 3:12 on a rolling clock here in the first period. Tyler got a stick on that. Now loose puck handled by Brody. Brody takes a shot, missed it at the left. Over to the other side. Riot's there, who makes the shot. Brody's got it, shoots! Rebound, Givens! And now we got a whistle. I guess he covered it. The clock's still running. 2:50, 2:49, 2:48, 2:47, 2:46, 2:45. We got a clock problem. They lost about 10 seconds there on the clock. Referees are going to sort that out. 5 seconds is what the referee's saying. I can hear him from up here. Okay, so the clock won't start for 5 seconds. Brody, Riot, Tyler, Nathan, and Dylan. We win the draw. Dylan's got it. Sends it to Tyler in the corner. Tyler sends it to the slot. Couldn't connect on that pass, though. Nathan's got it. Takes a shot. Redirected in the slot. Handled by Richmond. Poke checked away, though, by the Patriots. And now out of the zone. Chopped at by Richmond. And big collision there by Dylan. And now sent in by Richmond. Puck rattles around the board. Go to the near side. Brody's there. Puck's on its edge, though. Richmond's tying him up. And now Riot's got it, but battling for control of the puck down there. Pops out. Dylan's got it now. He's going to skate up and brings it out of the zone. Sends it ahead for Riot. Got some traffic there with Richmond. Back over to Riot. Riot's got the Richmond player tying him up. Now breaks free. Getting joined by Tyler and Zachary. Sends it to Zachary. Tyler's got on the backhand. The shot missed the net, though. Tries to send it to Zachary. Takes another shot. Hit the post. Comes out now to the point. Handled there by Jack. Jack's got on a wrister. Sends it into the corner. Send it to the one-timer to Zachary. Couldn't connect, though. And picked up by Richmond. Richmond's got it now behind the net. Zachary tied him up, but no one's got the puck. Richmond's got it now. And they send it out. Morgan trying to hold it in the zone, but couldn't. Now brings it out to neutral ice. Morgan looking for a pass. Sends it ahead for Gavin. Gavin collects the puck. Lost it, but chips it in and chases after his own get. Gets behind the Richmond player and holds it in the corner temporarily. Zachary comes in and holds it down there. Hit the referee with that. Comes out to the point. Handled by Jack. Jack takes a shot. Gloved by the goalie, and he holds onto it. And that'll stop the clock. 1:21 to go. First period. Richmond leads 1-0. What an offensive faceoff coming for the Patriots. William and Jack on defense. Gavin, Zachary, Morgan. Zachary going to take the faceoff. Gavin's in the slot. Patriots on the draw. Gavin sends it to Williams. Williams got some pressure, though, from Richmond. And now handled by Gavin, who dumps it in. Loose puck going behind the net. Zachary's down there getting tied up. Toe drug it out of there. Sends it a one-timer out and couldn't get handled. Williams collects it. Made a couple moves. Sends it to the slot. One-timer. Oh, got knocked away by the goalie. What a save. Picked up. Sends it through the slot again. Nobody touched it, though. Came out to the point. Handled there by Jack. Jack sends it to William. Has to step up. Goes into the slot. Takes a shot. Rebound given. Over to Zachary. Shoots. Rebound. Oh, missed the net on the rebound by Gavin. Took that shot. And now sent all the way down. It's going to be icing on Richmond. And that stops the 44 seconds on the clock. Icing's the call. Was a fury of activity, and none of it went in, though. We keep doing that. We're going to find the back of the net eventually. We're making a complete change. Tyler, Riot, Brody, Nathan, and Chris back in defense. Tyler's in the slot. Brody taking the face-off. Riot's against the glass. Patriots won the draw, but couldn't hold on to it. He's going to leave the zone. Nathan's got a foot race to get to it. He does, but he's got a Richmond forechecker. He missed that pass to Chris. It goes in even deeper, and Chris couldn't get much on it. And now Richmond sends it to the slot. One-timer knocked away at the last second by Alex. And now picked up by Chris. He sends it out. Handled by Richmond. They fling it in. Puck comes out to the circle. He's going to shoot from there. Gloved by Alex, and that'll stop the clock. 22 seconds left on the clock. First period. And this is going to result in a defensive faceoff for the Patriots. Brody taking the draw. We win the draw. Nathan's got it. He sends it over to Chris. Chris fires it out in another zone, but picked up by Nathan. Excuse me, to Riot. Riot's to Tyler. Loose puck. Tyler's going to go get it. Has it on a forehand behind the net. Tried to center it. It goes right in front of the net. Knocked out of there and couldn't held in. There's only 4 seconds left. That'll be the end of the period. And sent out. And that horns time for the period. So after one period of play, the score is 1-0 Richmond. First intermission begins now.
It was worth it. And like I said, I just it was
I apologize. I'm getting some network interference here, so I don't know how clear that first period went. The first period's over. First intermission's over. Second period getting ready to start. The score is 1-0 Richmond. These are 17-minute periods here in the CBHL format. We're going to be defending the right side of the screen for this period. Alex is still in net. Starting line for the third period is Zachary, Morgan, Gavin. Back on defense is Dylan and Nathan. We had a flurry of shots on goal right at the end of the period, but none of them went in. And Richmond wins the draw, but Morgan somehow came up with it, send it up and out of the zone, but collected by Richmond. Richmond's got it in their defensive zone. Playing keep away from a forechecking Gavin. Richmond's onside, brings it into the slot. Poke checked away, though, by the Patriots, now picked up by Morgan. Morgan's going to skate it and sends it over to Nathan. Nathan takes a shot from a mile out. Puck popped out, now picked up by Nathan. Nathan's looking for a pass. Sends it on a waffle out to the point, but it couldn't be held in by Dylan. Dylan sends it ahead, but Richmond got a stick on it. And now Richmond's on a 2-on-1 here. Brings the puck and tries to send it to the slot, but got tied up there by Gavin a bit. Now Richmond made some changes. Took a shot, got redirected into the corner. Nathan's down there to battle for control of this puck. Richmond takes control of it. They have it in the near side corner. And they send it back to the corner. Nathan's going to go put some pressure on this puck. Comes out to the point, handled by Richmond. Over to the other. One-timer from there, went off of Gavin into the corner. Richmond sends it back to the point. He's going to send it to the near side. Has to handle it. Takes a wrist shot, missed, and goes into the corner. I think Alex got a blocker on that. Handled by Richmond at the point. Gavin swatted at it. Nathan swatted at it. Now, and he takes a shot, goes through the slot, didn't hit anybody or anything. It comes out to the point again. And we're going to take a shot from there. Redirected to the right, missed the net. Richmond's cycling the puck around, goes over the other point, and Richmond's changing here. Now, couldn't hold on to that. Takes a shot, missed the net, comes over to the near side. Richmond collects the puck, fires it around the boards, out to the point again. On the far side, and handled there by Richmond. Gavin swooping in to do something with it. Airmails it out of the zone, and now collected by Richmond. Richmond's trying to get back on side, got poked, back checked there by Gavin, and now Dylan takes it away and shovels it out of the zone. Ahead for Tyler, who just came off the bench, sends it to Brody. Brody was at a standstill there, and now held in by Gavin as he's coming off the bench. And now ice. They're saying no icing now. And the puck's coming around the boards, handled by Alex, who plays keep away from the forechecker. Picked up by Jack. Jack got touched up by Brody. That goes all the way down. It's going to be icing. Clock stops at 14:45. Icing's the call back in our defensive zone. Series of changes going on there. Onesie-twosies for both teams on the fly. So the result is we've got William out there with Jack on defense. Riot, Tyler, and Brody taking the face-off. Patriots win the draw. Tyler's got to go fetch it, though. He shovels it on the backhand right to the player who holds onto it with his hand. And now big hit by Jack, but puck stayed in the corner. Now Tyler's tying him up. Picked up by Jack. Jack fires it up, but not out. Held in by Richmond. They send it into the near side circle. Swooping at it was Jack. Loose puck goes in the corner. Jack's going to get there first. Shovels it ahead for Tyler. Tyler collects the puck. Looking for a pass. Sends it ahead. Tried to stretch it to Riot, but couldn't connect on the pass. Dumped in by Brody. Richmond pushes it out of the zone. We got to get recollected here. William got a stick on it. Send it to Jack. Jack dumps it in. Sends it high off the glass behind the net. Richmond's going to get there first, but Tyler's on a forecheck. Tyler got a stick on it, locked it loose. Collected by Richmond. Richmond's going to send it up and out of the zone. They cross the red line. And I don't know how they were onside, but they were. Goes into the corner. Big hit by Riot, and the puck stayed down there in the corner. Sends it over to the near side to William. Williams got on a backhand. Puts it on a forehand. Sends it ahead, but not out. Redirected. Bouncing puck goes right to Alex, and he holds onto it. 13:40 to go, second period. The score is 1-0 Richmond. Both teams are changing, mostly Patriots. Zachary, Morgan, Gavin, Chris, and Dylan. Zachary taking a face-off. Richard wins the draw out to their point. He's going to take a shot, misses it to the left, goes over to the other board. Zachary's going to get some pressure from Richmond, who's battling for control of it. Both players go down. Now dug out of there by Chris. And now Chris pushes it ahead for Morgan. Morgan sends it up, but not out of the zone. Handled and held in by Richmond, and they shovel it into the far corner. Richmond's down there to collect it. Getting some pressure, though, from Chris. It goes over to the other corner, and big hit by Morgan. Now picked up by Zachary, who shovels it ahead for Gavin. Gavin's by himself, though. Got split to the fence, got behind him, got on the backhand, throws it through the slot, but there was nobody there. Goes over to the other side. And now big hit and held in by not held in. Richmond's got him, but catching up with Zachary and goes in deep. Dylan's going to get there first, pushes it ahead to himself, and now picked up by Morgan. Morgan's going to skate and break out of the zone. And getting joined by Zachary and Gavin. Morgan sends it ahead to himself, has it, lost the puck though, goes in the corner. Puts it on the backhand, chases after his own pass, brings it to the other corner. Now just sends it over to the near side, nobody there. Chasing after it is Richmond. Richmond gets there, Zachary's tying him up. Now Richmond comes up with a puck. Zachary's still on the ice, takes a shot, missed it at the left, comes over the other point. Dylan's not going to be able to hold the zone. He's going to have to break out and get us reset. Chris is back there. Oh boy, you whiffed on that pass, but got enough of it to get it out of there before Richmond took control of it. And Riot sends it ahead, now collected by Tyler. Tyler shovels it ahead and goes in the zone. Brody's chasing after it. He's going to get there, puts the brakes on, but Richmond's next to him and doesn't know where the puck is. Now sends it ahead. Richmond intercepted it, though. Richmond sends it. They got a one-on-one with Dylan. Takes a shot, missed high over the top of the net. Goes over to the other side and tried to hold it in, and Richmond got a stick on it. And they hold the zone. Brody pressuring the puck, though. Now Tyler. Now rattling around and near the blue line. Pops out. Richmond came down with it. Takes a backhanded shot. Rebound given. Knocked immediately out by Chris, but picked up by Richmond. They whiff on a shot. Poke checked away by Chris. Now sent ahead by Brody, but one big shot there, and Richmond couldn't hold on to that rebound. Puck goes over the other corner. Now towards the circle. Now back to the corner, back to the top of the circle. He shoots from there. Tyler got a stick on that and now knocked it out of the zone. Bouncing puck going all the way down. It's going to be icing unless, no, he's saying he touched it. We're changing. Active change here. Gavin come whipping over here to the near side to try to hold the zone. And can't quite. That taken away by Zachary, but only lost the puck. Richmond, and now we got offside. 11:04 to go, second period. Neutral zone faceoff coming on the offside call. Both teams made a change there. Morgan's out there, Zachary, Gavin. Back on the fence is Chris and Nathan. Zachary taking a faceoff. Richmond wins the draw, immediately fires the puck in deep. Alex came out to touch it up and left it for Jack. He got a Richmond player all over him. Now two Richmond players on him. Sends it out for Morgan. He couldn't handle the pass, though. Now shoveled back in by Richmond. Now big hit by Jack, but he didn't have the puck. Puck goes now behind the net. Picked up by Zachary. Zachary got a wave one Richmond forecheck. Sends it ahead to Morgan. He got a 3-on-2 forming up here with Gavin and Nathan. Takes a shot, goes up into the rafters, into the netting behind the goal, and that'll result in it'll stay in the zone because I think it went off a Richmond stick. That's what referees are saying. 10:35 on a stoppage of play, second period. Zachary going to the faceoff circle. Gavin to the slot. Morgan against the glass. Jack and Nathan back on the fence. Patriots on the draw. Back to Nathan. Immediately shoots. Goalie gave up no rebound. Stuck to his sweater, and he holds on to it, and that'll stop the clock. We're going to get another drop of that same squad out there. Patriots on the draw. Gavin shoots. Rebound given, but picked up immediately by Richmond. And got flung out of the zone by Gavin. I think it would have been And it's not going to be icing because Gavin did that. And now Richmond's got it behind our net. They send it to the slot, but intercepted by a Patriot. Now here comes Morgan. Morgan getting joined by, dumps it in. Zachary goes on a forecheck. Gavin goes for a change. And couldn't hold on to the puck. Now Riot's in there. He go over to Zachary. Zachary tried to pass it, rattling around in the far circle. Now Richmond collects the puck. Richmond through neutral ice. They dump it in. Puck goes in deep. Alex whiffed on a pass to try to get out of there. Players are crashing into each other. No call. Picked up by Nathan. Nathan sends it ahead on a bounce pass to Brody, but couldn't connect. Now Richmond sends it ahead, and they're back on side. They dump the puck in. Alex comes out to play it. Jack's there to collect it, but taken away by Richmond. Richmond's got it in the circle. The shot stuck to the side of the skate there. And now Jack pushes it, hit the board on a funny off the stanchion, and now pushed out of the zone by Tyler, but right to Richmond. Richmond immediately dumps it back in. This could be icing. No icing, they say. Waved it. Picked up by Jack, and he's going to put it on a forehand. Sends it ahead, but missed the pass. Out to the point. Handled by Richmond. That shot missed the net. Goes over to the other side. Riot's over there. Riot's going to put it on a forehand and take it, and got a little breathing room here to skate with it. He's going to try to clear the zone. He does, but took a big hit as he did and has to go back and fetch a puck. Left it for Jack. Jack sent it ahead, intercepted by Richmond. Richmond shoots, and now Alex has to hold on to it, and that'll stop the clock. Or maybe not. Clock keeps ticking. 8:53, 8:52, 8:51, 8:50. All right, they stopped the clock. We lost like 6 seconds there. Second period continues. 8:50 says the clock. Richmond leads 1-0. We got Brody, Tyler, Nathan, William and Dylan, and then also Chris. That shot just missed the net. Comes over to the near side. Chris is there on a back check, and Richmond comes down with it. No, knocked out of there. Over here to the near side to Riot. Riot trying to clear the zone, but can't. Now gets the stick on it. Sends it in for Tyler. Tyler made a fancy move. Slipped one defender. He's all by himself, though, and got it on the backhand. Driving towards the net. Looking for a pass. Oh! It hit the post. William I think he got a paw on that. I don't think it would have counted anyway. Williams got it. He drives into the slot. Shoots. Rebound giving. Foley got a blocker on that. Now picked up by Morgan. Knocked out of there by Richmond. And now Richmond sends it. Tyler got a stick on it. Here comes Richmond to neutral ice. And poked at by William, but Richmond got it in the zone. They're onside. They send it through the slot, but ricocheted. Now rebound given. Now swooped up by Alex, and he'll cover it, and that'll stop the clock. 8:02 to go. Second period.
Let's go, Generals!
I think if Williams' goal would have went in, it would have been no goal because he looked like he batted it out of the air with his hand and hit the crossbar. Williams stays out there with Chris on defense. Zachary, Gavin, and Morgan, I think. Richmond wins the draw, taken away, and they take a shot on goal, redirected but missed the net. Richmond's got it. They have it in the corner. Getting some pressure, though, from Gavin. Digging on the puck down there. Puck comes flying through the slot. Goes over to the other side. Picked up by Morgan. Morgan's going to skate with it. Getting joined by 4 Patriots here. Takes a shot. We got to redirect and miss the net. Zachary went and got it. Tried to center it, but sent out by Richmond. And Richmond sends it back. Nathan came off the bench and collects that puck. And got a forechecker on him. Sends it past him over to Morgan. Morgan collects it going the other way. Dumps it in. Puck goes in deep. Rattles behind the net. Richmond gets there first. They fire around the boards with Zachary's there waiting. No, he couldn't handle it. Over to Nathan at the point. Nathan dumps it in. Back to Zachary in the corner. Zachary's got it on the backhand. They got a couple Richmond players on him. And they're tying each other up down there. Now Morgan gets in there. Controls the puck. Drives into the slot. Shoots. It goes up into the netting off of Richmond. That's going to stay in the zone, I think. But that'll stop the clock at 7:06 to go, second period. Richmond has a 1-goal lead. The score is 1-0. Both teams are changing. Nathan and Dylan on defense. Brody, Tyler, and Riot. Brody taking a faceoff. Riot's in the slot. Tyler's against the glass. Richmond wins the draw. They bring it back behind their net. They get some pressure, though, from Tyler. Slipped him and skates with it to the other side. Sends it ahead, and they break out of the zone. And intercepted by Nathan. And now into our defensive zone, but Nathan collects the puck. Sends it ahead for Tyler. Tyler got some pressure. The puck goes flying through the air to the other board. And Dylan got a stick on it. And then the player grabbed it, and I don't know what he did there, but no call by the referee. And brought it back into play. It was on the, I don't know, that was weird. No call, though. And now we got a, I don't know what, we got a whistle. I think it's offsides. The player dove onto the bench and grabbed the puck out of the air. And then I really don't know what's going on. We're going back in our offensive zone on this. I didn't see the signal from the referee nor hear what they had to say, but we're back in the offensive zone. Tyler against the glass. Brody taking a face-off. Wyatt's in the slot. Nathan and Dylan back on defense. Richmond wins the draw. And Tyler's going to go chasing after it, though. And Richmond's got it. They send it up, but not out. And now coming to go get it was Wyatt. Big collision. Richmond's onside. They have it on the far circle. Takes a shot. Didn't get much on it, though, because the Patriots got in the way. And they send it around the board to the near side circle. Whiffs on a shot pass. And now leaves it in the high slot. Poking at it was Wyatt, but Richmond trying to stay onside. Big collision over there. And no call. Picked up by Richmond. They dump it in. Took a weird hop off the board. Brody collects the puck. Sends it around the near side to Tyler. Tyler's got a Richmond player on him, though. And now sends it out to the high slot. Handled by Richmond, who kicked it out of the zone. So now Richmond's got to get regrouped. And they are offside. Let's see where this is going. He's pointing all the way down. 5:52 to go. There's a pretty egregious offside there, so it's going to go all the way back in our offensive zone. William and Jack on defense. Morgan, Gavin, and Zachary. Zachary's taking the face-off. Gavin's in the slot. Morgan against the glass. Richmond wins the draw. They send it up, and Jackson tried to hold zone, but he can't. William's going to try to slow him down, and he does. Puts the brakes on. Pushes it up out of the neutral zone. William pushes it into himself and gets into the offensive zone. Got behind the defense. Drives into the slot. Put a couple moves on. Swings it through the slot. Goes over the other side. And now picked up by Richmond, and they ice the puck. It's going to come all the way back. 5:28, 5:27, 5:26. Clock stopped finally. Our scorekeepers are a little slow on the stop button over there. It's okay. They're just parents. They're not professional scorekeepers, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Gavin's in the slot. Zachary taking face off. Morgan against the glass. William and Jack back on the fence. Patriots win the draw. William got a stick on it. Pushes it in to Zachary. Sends it in the slot. Oh, missed the panel. One-timer to Gavin. Picked up by Jack at the high top of the circle. He fires it around the board to the other corner. And Richmond sends it up and not out. And now they do get it out. And getting some pressure, though, on a back check by Zachary. And they dump the puck in. No icing. No icing's the call. Coming all the way back. 5:04 to go. Second period. Back in the offensive zone here. Both teams are making a full change. It's Chris and Dylan on defense. Brody, Tyler, and Riot. Brody taking the face-off. Riot's in the slot. Tyler's against the glass. Patriots win the draw. But taken away by Richmond. Chris tried to hold his zone, but we had to leave to get out of there. Sends it across ice for Riot. Riot's going to enter the zone. Chips it head to himself. Had to put the brakes on. And now lost the stick. Richmond sends it out of the zone. Chris is going to go chase after it, get a hold of it. Whiffs on a pass, though, and now Richmond pushes it into our defensive zone. Dylan's down there to collect it, but he's got a Richmond player in his face. They hold on to the puck. Chris took him down. No penalty, though, and now picked up by another corner. Brody's over there tied up with Richmond. Now joining that fracas is pops out of there, picked up by Morgan. Morgan fires it up and onto the bench, but Richmond did that, so I think it's going to come out of the zone. 4:24 to go. Second period. The score is 1-0 Richmond. Referees are saying blue line, neutral zone face-off for this. Brody taking the face-off. Patriots win the draw, but couldn't hold on to that puck, and they got to go chase after it. Chris is going to get there first. He puts it up high off the board. It hit the referee, I think. No, it left the zone. It's going all the way down. It's a foot race. Here comes Brody on a full head of steam. Richmond gets there first and shovels it on the backhand, but he didn't get much on it. Now pressuring the puck's a combination of Brody and Tyler. Richmond skates away from Brody and goes over the other side, puts the brakes on to get away from him. Here comes Tyler on a forecheck. They send it over the other corner. Tyler keeping that forecheck on. And now we're making some changes. And Richmond sends it up and out of the zone. They got a 3-on-2 setting up. And they take a shot on net, and now Alex is going to cover it. And that'll stop the clock. 3:48 to go, second period. Defensive faceoff coming for the Patriots. Alex lost his stick there. No, one of the Richmond players lost his stick. We made another change. So Chris and Dylan stay out there. Now it's Gavin, Morgan and Zachary. Dylan. Okay, Zachary won the draw over to Chris. Chris fires around the board, but Richmond steps up and holds his own. Dylan sends it over to Chris in the other corner. Chris puts it on a forehand, sends it up, and not out, though. Handled by Richmond. They send it to the slot. Couldn't handle the pass, though. And now Dylan slowed him down. It goes over to the other corner. Richmond's there to collect it. They whiffed on a pass. Chasing afterwards, Chris. Chris puts it on a forehand. Skates it ahead. Missed that pass. Missed everybody. Goes all the way down. No icing, though. Here comes Morgan on a forecheck. He slipped Morgan, but here comes Gavin. Got past Gavin, and now Richmond's trying to get it up, but not out. And now handled by Zachary. He dumps it in. Gavin got spun around, but held it down there deep. Zachary's got it. Sends it to the high slot. Stepping up is Jack. Jack settles it. Shoots. Redirected. Loose in front of the net. Still loose down there. Now picked up by Richmond. Handled by Gavin. Gavin leaves it to the blue line. Back to Jack. Back to Gavin. And Gavin's got it against shovels it into the corner. Zachary's going to go get it. Got smeared off the puck. Now collected by Richmond. Richmond pushes it ahead, and they ice the puck. He's going to come all the way back. 2:38. The clock ticked off a couple more seconds there. Richmond's changing. Patriots are changing. Nathan and Jack stay on the ice, though. Tyler, Brody, Riot. Brody taking the face-off. Riot's in the slot. Tyler's against the glass. Patriots in the draw. Nathan's got it. Takes a shot. Redirected and missed the net. Goes into the near side. Brody shovels it out, but it went right to Richmond. Richmond sends it up, and now Richmond's got a 3-on-2 forming. And they're onside. They take a shot. Glove by Alex, and he holds on, and that'll stop the clock. 2:23 to go. Second period continues. The score is 1-0 Richmond. That line's going to stay out there again. Brody going to go to the face-off circle. Nathan straight back. Everybody else is in the slot. Richmond wins the draw, but can't hold on to it, and they have to exit the zone and get regrouped. They send it over the near side. Getting some pressure, though, from Brody. And they try to cross. Lost his edge. Brody got a stick on it, but not enough. And now rattling around against the boards, tied up by a combination of Riot and Brody. Richmond collects the puck. They bring it back to their defensive zone, and they send it ahead. Touched up by Riot, and now Richmond lost the puck, picked up by Riot. Riot sends it, goes on net, and now Alex is going to cover it. 1:55 to go, 1:54. Clock ticked again. And both teams are going to do a complete line change. William and Dylan on defense. Morgan, Gavin, Zachary. Zachary going to take the face-off. Everybody goes to the slot except William and go against the glass. And Richmond won the draw. They have the puck behind our net. Now to the near side corner. Now the near side circle. Now into the slot. Over to the other point. And getting some pressure from Gavin. Collected by Richmond. Richmond's got on the backhand in the far circle. Gavin's there. We got a delayed penalty coming on the Patriots. They just dump it in to get that extra attacker. And now Richmond continues to control the puck. Touched up by the Patriots, and that will consummate the penalty. Cross-checking on Gavin. 2-minute minor penalty coming. 1:29 to go in the period. And that'll put Richmond in a power play. Last time Richmond was in a power play, they scored. The only goal of the game. William and Riot with Tyler and Zachary to kill this. Tyler and William in the slot. Zachary taking the face-off. Dylan straight back. Richmond wins the draw and dumps it behind the net. Loose puck. Williams going to go chasing after it. So's Richmond. And ties them up. And now getting some pressure. Now picking away. Here comes Tyler shorthanded on a one-on-one. No trailer. Takes a shot. No rebound. Holds onto it, and that'll get a whistle. 1:14 on the stoppage of play. Great shorthanded opportunity there from Tyler on a good hustle play. But the goalie held onto it. Tyler catching his breath in the slot. Zachary going to go take this face-off. William and Dylan back on defense. Minute 45 left in the penalty, but a minute 14 left on the second period clock. So the rest of this period is going to be penalty kill for the Patriots unless they score. Richmond's got control of the puck, but are still in their defensive zone. Now they're evading our forecheck. Coming the other way. Tyler got in the way there, slowed him down. And dumped in by Richmond right to Dylan. Dylan sends it up, but not out. Handled by Richmond. They take a shot, redirected. He's going to try to wrap it. No, William got in the way there and slowed it down. Out to their point. Now the high slot. One-timer from the other circle. Rebound given. Still loose. Now pushed out to the point. And Alex is on his back. Alex was calling for goalie interference. Referees want to talk this over. Alex was laying on his back with his feet in the air, and the Richmond player was in the crease. We'll see what happens here. Referees are not signaling goal yet. They're talking it over. Alex was not happy with the... they're saying goal. Okay, so Richmond gets credit for the goal. No goalie interference there. Power play goal for Richmond. There's 40 seconds left in the second period clock. Richmond takes a 2-goal lead, scores 2-0. Riot, Brody, Tyler. Richmond wins the draw. Nathan and Chris on defense. Nathan playing keep away from that forecheck. Lost the puck though. Goes in deep. Chris is there. He flings it high off the glass. And Richmond's got control. No, nobody's got control of it right now. Now Brody's down there. So's Tyler. They're still battling for control of the puck. Tyler comes down with the puck. Brings it behind our net. Fires it off the boards out towards the point. But Riot's getting some pressure from Richmond. And chips it up and out of the zone. Richmond's got to collect it. 9 seconds left in the period. And Richmond drives into the zone on a backhand in the far circle. Got poke checked away by Nathan. And there's 1 second left. All right, the horn is the end of the period. After 2 periods of play, the score is 2-0 Richmond. Second intermission begins now. Eerily quiet in here with no music playing. I guess the speakers are broken in the rink. I won't get any copyright violations on YouTube for somebody playing AC/DC. So I'm getting some intermittent network interference on this live stream. I'm not sure if that's the internet here in the building or if it's my new phone pumping out too much bandwidth. I might play with the frames per second for future games to see if I can keep it a better stream. But I will upload the whole game afterward to YouTube, so be on the lookout for that if you want to watch it in its entirety and you missed some segments because of the network interference. All right, we're coming up on the third period, 17-minute periods. We're going to be defending the left side of the screen here. Richmond defending the right side. Patriots in white, Richmond in blue. Richmond has a 2-goal lead. The score is 2-0. Tyler, Zachary, Morgan. Zachary taking a face-off. Nathan and Dylan back on defense. Patriots win the draw. Dylan's got it and got some pressure from Richmond. Sends it over to Nathan who pushed it ahead, but Richmond collects the puck. Touched up by Dylan. Dylan's going to bring it over the red line. He dumps it in. It's a foot race now, going behind the net. Richmond gets there first. They fire it up and to Nathan at the point. Nathan dumps it back. It hits something weird on the boards. Collected by the shotgun up into the netting. I think Richmond got a stick on that. It's gonna stay in the zone, says the referee. 16:32, third period clock. Zachary taking the face-off. Morgan's in the slot. Richmond wins the draw, and they send it ahead. They're trying to clear out, but getting some pressure from Morgan. Morgan takes it away, but now he's getting some pressure and skates away from that back check. Sends it ahead. Here comes Nathan. Nathan made some moves, got poke checked away by Richmond, and the Richmond smears him into the boards, and didn't have the puck, though. I don't understand that, but whatever. USA hockey rules say that's a penalty, but no penalty called. Picked up by Richmond, and now tied up there by Morgan. Over to Richmond in the other circle. He's going to take a shot from there. Missed the net. Came over the near side. Back out to the point. Handled by Richmond. They shovel it back in. And loose puck handled by Richmond in the corner. Zachary getting some pressure on the puck. Now here comes Nathan. And rattling around. Now Richmond player goes down. And puck pops out of there. Nathan getting tied up by Richmond. And it's a scrum. Collected by Zachary. They're still fighting with each other down there. Here comes Zachary. He crosses. We got a short. Okay, we got a penalty coming on Richmond. Now they're fighting with each other. I don't know what this is about. Okay, I don't. Okay, Richmond took a penalty, and then there was another takedown by Zachary later in the offensive zone, but that didn't get called a penalty, I guess. 2-minute minor penalty on Richmond. The Patriots power play coming up. 15:23 to go. I didn't see the call, but Nathan was getting mugged down there by two Richmond players. Okay, Patriots in the draw. Takes a shot, rattling around in the slot. Still in the slot. Now collected by Richmond. They're short-handed. They fling it out of the zone. Chasing after this, Nathan's going to collect the puck and sends it over the near side for Riot. Riot's got to collect the puck now. Sends it up ahead for Morgan. Morgan sends it over to Jack. Jack's in a play. No, he lost his zone. Got to get regrouped. Nathan brings it back to the red line. Sends it ahead for Riot. Riot brings us in the zone. We're onside now. Brings it in the slot. Over to the far circle. Puts it on a forehand. Shoots. Went off a Richmond player right back to Riot. Now out to Morgan at the point. Morgan back to Riot against the board. Riot's got it. Brings it out to the high slot. Sends it over the near side to Nathan. Nathan's going to fake a one-timer now and brings it back to Zachary. Back out to takes a shot. Redirected. Missed the net to the left. And stepping up was Riot. Got a body on it. And now left it in the slot. Morgan couldn't hold on to it. Comes out to the point. Nathan steps up, shovels it back in, but right to Richmond. And Nathan couldn't hold the zone. Well, he didn't hold the zone, but now Richmond flung it all the way down. Doesn't have enough on it to be icing, so they waive it. There's 53 seconds left in the Patriot power play, and Richmond made a change there. Here comes Riot. Sends it ahead for Morgan. And Morgan takes a shot, missed the net high, goes over to the other corner. Jack's down there to collect the puck. Sends it to Zachary. Zachary to Morgan. Morgan to the slot now. And sends it back to the near side of Zachary. He takes a shot. Shot went up into the rafters off the Richmond stick, so that'll stay in the zone. 28 seconds left in the power play. And Patriots are going to make a change. Williams out there now with Brody, Zachary, Dylan, and Morgan. Williams playing wing right now. And Patriots win the draw. Williams got it, sends it to Morgan at the point. Morgan's going to skate into the high slot. Drives into the slot. Faked the shot, left it for Dylan. Dylan brings it into the slot, takes a shot. I think it hit somebody in the stop. The one now picked up by Williams. Williams sends it out to Zachary. Zachary whiffed on a pass. Here comes Richmond shorthanded. Morgan's going to go collect it and play keep away from the forecheck. And skating back, we got power plays over. Sends it over to Dylan. Dylan back to Morgan. And Morgan sends it up and out of the zone, collected by Williams. Williams got a 1-on-4 setting up here. And toe dragged it, left it in the zone, but knocked out of there by the Patriots did that. Now Dylan dumps it in. Here comes Gavin on a full head of steam. Missed that hit, though, as Richmond got rid of it. Now they send it over the other corner. Richmond collects the puck down there. William on a forecheck. They airmail it all the way down. Chris couldn't do anything with that. They're saying no icing. No, they are saying icing. Coming all the way back. 12:48 to go. Icing's the call. And Patriots are down by 2 goals. The score is 2-0 Richmond with 12:48 to go in the third period. But an offensive faceoff coming. Riot, Brody, Gavin. Back on defense is Jack and Chris. Brody taking a faceoff. Riot's in the slot. Patriots on the draw. Jack took a shot. It went off of somebody or something and went into the netting behind the goal. And stays in the zone, though, because I think Richmond will touch Richmond. Same lineup. Brody taking a faceoff. And Richmond wins the draw. They send it. It hits something weird on the boards. Richmond shovels it ahead. Touched up. And Richmond's onside. They bring it in our zone. Got poke checked away by Chris. The shot went high. Missed the net. Goes over behind him in the corner. Brody's there. Flings it out to the blue line. Handled by Richmond. Richmond's trying to keep the zone. They do. Barely. Kept it in. Chris is going to get there. Shovels it ahead. It hit a Richmond player. Now collected by Riot. Riot sends it ahead, but held by Richmond. Richmond drives into the high slot. They take a shot. It went off of Brody. And now Richmond holds his zone, but getting some pressure from Riot. Riot takes the puck away. Going the other way. Missed that pass, though. This is going to be icing. Coming all the way back. 12:07 on the clock. Stoppage of play, third period. Back in our defensive zone. Richmond has a 2-goal lead. The score is 2-0. William and Nathan on defense. Tyler, Zachary, and Morgan. Zachary in the face-off circle. Everybody's in the slot except Nathan. He's straight up. Patriots on the draw. Nathan's got it and sends it ahead, but back to at the point handled by Richmond. They dump it back in. Loose puck in the far corner. Richmond collects the puck. Got some pressure from William. William pushes it ahead, and somehow Richmond holds his own. Comes out into the far corner. Richmond's going for some changes. Williams there, got some pressure. Oh, took a shot there and knocked away by Alex. Now Nathan's got it. Sends it ahead. It hit the skate of Tyler and got out of the zone, collected by Richmond. Forechecking those Morgan. They send it across ice to get away from him. Missed that pass going back in our defensive zone. Could be icing. No icing. Richmond got there first. And now Richmond's going to go collect this puck. Taken away by Zachary. Zachary skates it ahead. Morgan sends it ahead for Tyler. Tyler collects the puck and dumps it in. Goes on net. Goalie holds onto it, now covers it, but no, keeps it in play. Here comes Morgan on a forecheck. We're changing. Richmond's going to collect the puck, and they're going to skate up the board. Morgan got a stick on that, and now goes and gets it. And got some pressure to slip that forechecker. Sends it ahead to Tyler. Assuming Gavin. Kevin had to wait for it, though, and took a hit because of that. Richmond sent it back in our zone, collected by Nathan. Nathan sends it across ice to to Jack. Jack sends it ahead, but Richmond was waiting for it. Richmond's offside. They get back onside. They drive into the near side circle, puts the brakes on. Big hit by Nathan. Puck goes into the corner. Richmond goes and gets it. Brody's going to put some pressure on him, though. They leave it behind the net for another Richmond player. They ricochet off of Brody and now rattling down in the corner. Richmond collects it and skates towards the back of the net. Getting some pressure, though, from Jack. They send it over the other corner. Riot's there to collect the puck. He airmails it up and out, but collected by Richmond. Now poked at by Gavin, got behind the defense, drives towards the net, shoots, got knocked away by the goalie, and now Gavin goes down, but picked up by Riot. Riot dumps it in, goes into the corner. Brody's there to collect it. And tied up by Richmond. Richmond collects the puck, and now they're skating with it upside the near circle and out of the zone. And Riot trying to slow him down, got past him. Slips in, lost the puck. Riot poke checked it away. Collected by Richmond. Richmond sends it across the ice, and now they dump it in the far corner, near corner. Here comes Jack. Oh, Jack lost his edge, and now pops out to the near side circle, shoots and scores. Opportunistic goal for Richmond there. Jack lost his edge, and it popped right out to a Richmond player in the circle, and he scored one bar down. Richmond takes a 3-goal lead with 9:47 to go, third period. Jack about broke his ankle there, trying to put the brakes on. Lost his edge. Tyler, Zachary, Morgan back on offenses, Dylan and Chris. And Patriots won the draw. Chris sent it ahead for Zachary, and he pushes it ahead, but right to Richmond. Went off of Morgan. Loose puck going to get collected by Richmond, who fires it around the boards behind their own net. I don't understand that, but whatever. It worked. They kept the puck. And now some pressure from Zachary. They slip them, send it ahead. Here comes, they lost the puck, but Dylan's back to try to slow him down. Sends it to a trailer there, missed the pass. Puck pops out to their point. Takes a shot, redirected, but missed the net. Comes over the near side. Dylan's there, pushes it ahead. Richmond collects the puck, back out at their point. He's going to take a shot from there. Chris got some skates on it, and handled by Richmond at the point. No, they lost the zone. Sends it ahead. Here comes Tyler to try to intercept that. Now Morgan got a stick on it, but Richmond collects it. And Richmond sends it ahead to neutral ice. Missed that pass, comes over the near side. Collected by Richmond. They're going to skate back in their zone. Richmond coming off the bench there, dumps it in. Rattles around the boards. Dylan's down there to get it. Puts it on the backhand. Pushes it ahead, but right to Richmond in the circle. They shoot! Rebound given and collected by Alex. And that'll stop the clock. 8:39 to go. Third period. Richmond has a 3-goal lead. 3-0 Richmond. Fresh legs. William and Dylan on defense. It's Gavin, Brody, and Chris. I'm sorry, Chris and William on defense. Sent out of the zone by William, but it's a foot race. Here comes Gavin chasing after him, and Richmond beat him to it. Got out of the zone, and now loose puck. William's going to go collect this. Immediately sends it ahead for Brody. Brody sends it ahead, but Richmond's there to intercept it. Richmond pushes it ahead into our zone, swung out of there. Wyatt sends it ahead, but a ricochet off a Richmond player, and they collect the puck. And they dump it in. Loose puck goes out behind the net. Chasing after it is Chris. He's got a couple of Richmond players on him. Sends it ahead. There's another Richmond player swooping in. Tied up in the circle there. And now Richmond sits on the puck. And now picked up by Brody. Riot. Riot brings it out of the zone. Crosses the red line. Dumps it. Going to go on net, I think. Goalie's going to cover it. And now we got some fracas after the whistle there.
Better get up, Berta.
7:57 on the stoppage of play. Goalie's complaining about getting snowed by Riot. He was just trying to not collide with anybody, and then 3 of his teammates piled down.
Did you say you were sent to a fucking hospital?
Yes, he's the one that sent our kid, Carson Repko, to the hospital when you guys played
I'm
in
sorry,
Richmond.
but that's not what you said.
He did.
Okay, Zachary's playing. Controlled by, takes the shot, but knocked away by Richmond. And I'll put some pressure there picked up by, we got offsides to call. We'll see where this faceoff comes. I think the blue line. Nathan, Zachary, Tyler, Morgan, and Dylan. Dylan and Nathan are back on defense. Zachary taking a faceoff. Richmond wins the draw. They bring it ahead. Poked at by, and Richmond's onside somehow. Nathan got a stick on that. Sends over to Zachary. Zachary to Nathan. Nathan got some speed on. Got a hand behind the defense. Tried to keep a stick on it, but got smeared off the puck there. Now picked up by Zachary. Zachary left it for Nathan. Nobody's there. Richmond's going to collect it. They send it around the boards, coming out towards the near side circle. Richmond sends it back behind the net, and then they hammer it all the way around. It's going to be out of the zone, collected by Nathan. Nathan collects the puck and sends it up and got touched up by Zachary, but right to Richmond in their defensive zone. And now Richmond ices the puck. It's going to come all the way back. 7:02 to go, third period. Brody, Riot, Gavin, Chris, and Jack on defense. Gavin's in the slot. Brody taking a face-off. Richmond wins the draw. They bring it back behind their net. Gavin keeping a forecheck on. Comes out to Jack at the point. Jack settles it. Takes a shot. Goalie holds on to it, and that'll stop the clock. 6:53 to go, third period. Another offensive face-off coming for the Patriots. Brody taking the draw. Riot's in the slot. Patriots on the draw. Jack took a shot. Goalie holds onto it and stops the clock. Or doesn't stop the clock. It's still running. 6:48. That line stays out there for another drop. Patriots on the draw. Right to Jack. Jack tried to take a shot, but got disrupted by Richmond, and they ice the puck unless it doesn't get there. Chris is going to go collect it. Sends it ahead. Handled by Richmond. They drive into the circle. Shoots. Rebound picked up by Riot's. Got on a backhand. Shovels it out of the zone. Gavin couldn't handle it, though. And now Richmond gets back onside, and they dump it in. Alex came out to play that. Picked up now by Richmond's going to get there, but now Chris got a stick on it. Richmond back check, though. We got a whistle coming against Richmond. We got to get an extra roughing on Richmond. I guess we hit him up high. It's going to be a power play goal coming up for the Patriots. A power play coming up for the Patriots. 6:15 to go. 2-minute minor penalty for roughing on Richmond. Patriots have got to get some offense going, or this is going to result in a bad outcome. This is a great opportunity with an extra man advantage here. Jack is in the slot. Tyler taking the draw. Morgan, Riot, and Nathan. Richmond wins the draw, and they hammer it around the boards out to the point. Nathan's there, can't hold the zone, and chases after it and collects the puck. He's going to skate back towards the near side blue line. Dumps it ahead for Jack. It's a foot race. Richmond gets there first. Jack's right on him on a forecheck. Jack took it away. Looking for a pass here. Sends it, missed that pass. Morgan collects it, brings it into the high slot, and sends it over to the near side circle to Nathan. Nathan takes a shot, a weird angle, loose puck knocked away by Richmond. Out to the blue line and out of the zone. Morgan collects it. Morgan sent it off the Richmond player. We're back on side, and it pushed in. Now Tyler's there. Hammered by Richmond, but Riot holds his own. Riot's got it in the corner. Looking for a pass. And we got an extra attacker coming for a 5-on-3 here. Sends it one-timer, scores! Power play goal for the Patriots. 5:24 to go, third period. And we have another penalty coming on Richmond. I don't know how that's going to work. But we scored a power play goal. So I think the player that's in the penalty box will come out, and then another Richmond player will go in. The referees are not signaling. They're talking to the scorer, so I don't know. So one goes in, one comes out. Power play continues for another 2 minutes. 5:24 to go, third period. It's a 2-goal game now. Richmond leads 3-1. Zachary William playing right wing. That's odd. Brody back on the fences. Morgan and Dylan. Richmond dumps it in. This could have been icing, but no call. Picked up by Alex. He leaves it there for Morgan. Morgan got away from... Now he's going to skate up the boards. Had to put the brakes on to get away from the back checker there. Then Morgan iced the puck. It's going to come all the way back, I think. Doesn't get down there. No icing called. Picked up by Richmond. They send it around. Hit a stanchion or something on the board. Rattles around against the far boards. Puck goes in loose now behind the net. Picked up by Richmond. And they're going to skate it up the boards. They send it up and out, but collected by Morgan. Morgan looking for a pass. Sends it over to Dylan. Dylan looking for a pass. Sends it ahead, but intercepted by Richmond. And back towards our blue line. Collected by Morgan. Morgan got a forechecker on him, though. He skates away from that guy and now brings it towards the red line. Crosses the red line. Now the blue line. He's onside, lost the puck. And now chasing after it. And now Morgan's getting tied up with Richmond. And out to the point. Handled there by Dylan. Dylan's going to hold the point. Sends it into Morgan. Doesn't have the puck. And now sent all the way down by Richmond. No icing. Picked up by Dylan. And we're over to William. William's going to skate through the zone, and we're changing. William takes a shot from a mile out. Goalie holds onto it. Now lets it loose. Play continues. Our change is complete. Taken away by Tyler. Knocked away by an active stick of the goalie. And now pressuring the puck is William. And now Richmond airmails it. It's going to be a high sticking on the Patriots. And big collision. Now touched up. And the play continues because Richmond touched the puck first. No high sticking. Nathan's going to get smeared off the puck. Didn't even have the puck. Now poke checked away, but we got to get reset. We're still in a power play for 13 seconds. Sends it ahead, missed that pass. Now Jack has got it. Jack's going to fake a shot. Leaves it over the other side, but almost lost his zone. Held in by, we're back to full strength here in 2 seconds. Shoot! And held on to by the goalie, and that'll stop the clock, and that ends the power play. 3:20 to go in the third period. The score is 3-1 Richmond, but we have an offensive faceoff coming with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third period clock. And we have 5 skaters. I thought we pulled the goalie for a second. There were too many skaters. Gavin, Brody, Riot. We win the draw. Williams got it. He shoots, goes off the Richmond player. And now it's a foot race going the other way. Chris is going to get there first, but he's got a forechecker right on him and gets tied up a bit. Now collected by William. And Williams sends it ahead for Riot. Riot collects the puck, sends it ahead softly for Gavin, taken away by Richmond, who's playing keep away from our forecheck. And now back in their defensive zone. Here comes Riot on a forecheck. Trying to slow him down left for the trailer there. Now Brody on a forecheck. And Richmond kicked it out of the zone, going all the way down, saying no icing. I don't understand that because it hit the Richmond player, but okay, it didn't make it there. William got it, and he's going to skate with it. Sends it ahead across ice to Riot. Riot getting joined by Gavin. It's a 2-on-1. Shoots! Go! Got knocked up into the netting and then out of play, so that'll stop the clock. But it went off the goalie, so it stays in the zone. 2:36 to go, third period. Gavin had to slow down a bit to stay onside there, and Riot took a shot. Goalie shrugged it up into the netting. We made a change. Zachary, Tyler, Morgan, Dylan, and Jack. Zachary taking the face-off. Patriots win the draw. Jack's got it, but taken away by Richmond. And here comes Richmond at the board, getting some pressure from Tyler. Took it away. Sent intercepted by Richmond in the slot. Shot knocked away and now covered by Alex, and he'll hold on to it. 2:24 to go, third period. Patriots are trailing by 2 goals. We got to get some offense going here late in the third period, or this game's going to come to an end with a bad outcome. Zachary in the face-off circle. Morgan and Jack in the slot. Patriots won the draw and went up into the netting, very softly into the netting, but that gets whistled dead by the referee for a redraw. And Patriots won the draw. Dylan sent it up and out of the zone. And now Zachary got a stick on it, but now Richard controls it out to the high slot. And he's going to leave it for the far circle. There's another Richmond player there playing keep away from. Takes a slot, pass, shoots, rebound knocked away by Alex. Good active stick there. And Dylan's getting some pressure. Now taken away by Richmond. They send it to the near side. One-timer. Nice save by Alex. Picked up by, and we got a whistle. Empty net on Richmond. I guess it's a delayed penalty on Patriots. And so Richmond's going to go into a power play with 1:49 on the third period clock. Dylan's going to the box for interference. 2-minute minor penalty. And that'll be for the rest of the game, essentially, because there's 1:49 left on the period clock. All right, to kill this is William, Jack. Richard won the draw. And they have the puck. They take a shot. Alex came way out of the crease to hold on to that, but he does. And that'll stop the clock. 1:43 to go. Third period. Brody taking a face-off. Gavin and Jack on the fence with William. Richard won the draw. Shoots, blocked it away into the netting by Alex, and that'll stay in the zone, but it'll cause a redrop. And a stoppage of play, 1:37 to go, third period. It's going to be hard to score goals if we can't get out of our zone. Patriots win the draw. Williams sends it ahead for Gavin. Got touched up by a couple Richmond players there. Now putting the pressure on is Gavin, miraculously. And now it goes into our defensive zone. Stepping up is Jack. Sends it ahead for William. Can't handle the pass, though. Richmond's going to skate with it and play keep away. And they take a shot from a mile out. Alex holds on to it, and that'll stop the clock. 1:14 to go. Gavin made a Herculean effort there to try to poke check that away, but couldn't quite do it. Williams stays on the ice with Jack on the fence. Zachary now on the ice with Riot. Zachary taking the face-off. Patriots win the draw. Williams got it. He's going to try to skate away from the forecheck. Sends it ahead. And Richmond steps up to hold the zone. Back to William. And Williams going to put some puck pops out of there over to the other side. Zachary picks it up and went off the Richmond player. And now airmailed all the way down. It's going to be icing. coming all the way back. 54 seconds left on the period clock. Patriots are in a man disadvantage right now. Down by 2 goals. All right, we're changing again. It's Chris and Nathan on defense with Wyatt and Zachary. And Patriots win the draw. Can't clear the zone though. Shot goes off of a player, now picked up by Wyatt, who sends it ahead. Now collected by Richmond. Richmond sends it back to the red line, back to their blue line. And they're just going to play keep away from us for the rest of the power play, I think. Now they enter the zone, they dump it in. Puck goes into the corner. Chris is down there. Got a Richmond forechecker on him there. Gets tied up. Collected by Zachary, but right back to Richmond. They have it on the backhand in the near side circle. And still has it on the backhand behind the net now. Getting some pressure though from Zachary. Takes the puck away and sends it all the way down. It's not going to make it there. Not enough energy to be icing. Here comes Wyatt on a forecheck. There's 11 seconds left in the game. Richmond's going to just skate back in their zone. It'll be the end of the... That'll be it for the... All right, final score, 3-1 Richmond. We had a couple injuries that didn't help us. And gave up a couple power play goals. Scored 1 power play goal of our own. That's all for hockey this weekend. Thanks for tuning in. I apologize. I'm still messing with my new phone. I might have to change the bandwidth or something, or the frames per second, to get it more streamable. But I will upload the game in its entirety when I get home. Thanks for tuning in.